rich in tradition, the Daytona International Speedway is the place where we are going to kick off the 2011 Safeway Grand National Series season. I am Pete Roberts, welcoming you to the Safeway Shootout. Let's go trackside for the starting command.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Great command by Matthew McConaughey. Let's take a look at the starting grid. Budweiser, proud sponsor of Budweiser Polo, work given the fastest qualifier at each Safeway Grand National Series race. Budweiser congratulates Jake Gunner on drawing the pole for today's race. They drew, as I just now mentioned, they drew for positions today, so there was no time trials ahead for this race. So let's take a look at the starting grid as they will line up. In row number 1, we have Jake Gunner and Wendell Smith. In row number 2, it's Robert Harrison and Alexis Wolf. In row number 3, it's Jimmy Latimer and Amanda Karlstrom. In row number 4, it's Wendell Smith and David Morgan. In row number 5, we have Jason Eddington and Greg Williams. In row number 6, it's Bill Harrison and Jeb Henderson. In row number 7, it's Curtis Bolton and Jesus Hernandez. In row number 8, it's Brandon Burns and David Tanier. And in row number 9, all by herself, it's Lauren Batson. We are just about to get underway for the Zoom Racing World Safeway Grand National Series of 2011. Pace car is just about to pull off, and Jake Gunner and Wendell Smith are awaiting. Pace car is off. We're waiting. They're waiting. And the green is in the air, and we are racing for the 2011 Safeway Shootout. Very nice jump already. We're live on CBS. Good jump by Jake Gunner going into turn number 1 now, it looks like. Getting a little bit squirmish back there in the back. They're still 2x2 going in through the corners. A 22 of Robert Harrison. He's right there. Off of turn number 2 now, going down the back straightaway. A good run on that outside line. It's going to be a lot different here because we're normally seeing lead changes. You can't lead more than the same lap. You can't lead more than one lap consecutively. But now that's all changed because we've got this new car that has never seen race conditions before until this day. And we've got a new restrictor plate on there. We've never run restrictor plates. And it looks like right now Robert Harrison is going to lead the first lap by just a couple of inches over Jimmy Latimer. Latimer had a spectacular season last season, and now Wendell Smith, the winner of the inaugural event here 2 years ago, is coming, and he's going to take the lead. And you can already see our brand new CBS ticker is right up there at the top. It's going to make it a lot easier for you to watch the race today. On board with Jake Gunner right now in our CBS race cam. It looks like he's stuck in the middle as he's trying to draft with Jason Eddington down there. There's the 26 of Clay Harrer. Harrer, who won the very first event. Last year it was canceled, and due to severe rain, it just never worked out. See, and the first time we ever ran this race, it was run under the lights. This year, we've decided to just run it in the daytime. Why not? This is all for the drivers, because the drivers have never seen this kind of track. They'll probably be more concerned about it come the Winn-Dixie 250 later on in July. Right now, you can see this two-car draft is getting out there. That's another product of this brand new car. This brand new car is going to produce this kind of two-car drafting. As right now, we're riding on board with Jesus Hernandez in our CBS race cam. He's trying to draft with, Brandon Burns went down to the middle. He's going to make it 3 wide for the lead, going down into turn number 3. And Burns will take it, and they are going to stick Wendell Smith to the outside, and here comes that inside line working. On the first lap, that outside line was the place to be, and that's quickly changed as the inside line takes it over. Jesus drops down to the inside line trying to take the lead, but it's not going to work because Brandon Burns leads by a couple of inches. Maybe half a car length, I believe that was. Now Jesus will get a good run going into turn number 1. There is the 33 of Jeb Henderson. That car will be driven by Harlan Savoy next week. Down the back straightaway. This is a newly paved racetrack, which is proving to be a big factor in the outcome of this race. Now, you'll watch on our CBS race cams how the cars seem to look like they're bumping around. It's because there's still some bumps. It's not smooth like glass. But as you can see, as you ride on board with Jesus Hernandez, you see the little bumps that's going on. It's not smooth like glass, but it's a lot smoother than it was when we came here last year. Hernandez is going to lead that lap. Here comes Lauren Batson, who started dead last, coming up 3 wide. Lauren now moving in. She got into the Safeway Shootout by winning a race. She did not win a pole, but she won a race, which is the rules for this year. Jesus has a good lead right now, but you don't want to do that. You don't want to get out too far. Otherwise, those guys will get a huge run on you because they have the draft and you don't, and they'll fly by you and you'll drop like a rock in the standings. Right now, we're going 3 wide. Oh, we've got a crash. Oh, and it's Clay Harrer is involved. Curtis Bolton and Jimmy Latimer. Latimer dominated last season. Bolton was the 2009 champion, and Harrer won this race last year. And all of those good contenders have just been taken out in 1 lap. We've got the race back to the caution line, as Jesus Hernandez will take that lead. But Jesus has just lost 2 of his drafting partners. He's lost both of his teammates in that accident. And that's not going to be good. Now he's got to make some more friends. Well, we're going to take a short break and be back with you here on CBS. We'll be back with the restart for this race. Don't worry, we'll be back on CBS. Welcome back to Daytona, here for the Zoom Racing World Safeway Grand National Series Safeway Shootout right here on CBS. We are just about to go back to green after a caution flag that involved a couple of top contenders for today. Jesus Hernandez is currently your leader. Then it is Lauren Batson, Alexis Wolf, Wendell Smith, and Jeb Henderson. Pace car is taking the field through turn number 4 now, as hopefully the car will take a hard left turn this time by. Of course it will. No cars retired from the race at this point. They're all just still running out there. Pace car is off, and the starter has the flag in hand, and now we are back to green flag racing right here at Daytona. Henderson jumps out to the outside line. Here comes Brandon Burns in the 39 to go help him. We have 10 laps to go this time. Hernandez, good run into turn number 1 there. But you don't really always want to get a good run here at Daytona or Talladega, because when that happens, you lose the draft, and the rest of the cars behind you can just run up on you. Right now, as we ride on board with Jake Gunner in our CBS race cam, you can see what he's doing, looking out the back too. He's just moving up in the pack. He's got a good run so far going on. Here comes Alexis Wolf. See, I told you they'd do that. The 24 is going backwards now, and Wolf is taking the lead. And Alexis Wolf will, in fact, have the lead off of turn 4. David Tanier falls into second, and then it's Amanda Karlstrom in third. Off of turn number 4 and down into the first dog leg. Oh, they're going 3 wide down there for second, that is. Brandon Burns is on the inside. Amanda Karlstrom is in the middle, and on the outside is David Tanier. Karlstrom is just loving that because she can just move around not Karlstrom, Alexis Wolf is just loving that because she can move all around the track now, and they can't really do much. Now they get back to single file. Brandon Burns in behind him. Burns ducks to the inside trying to get somewhere. Harrison is going to go with him. Yes, he does. We're right on board with Burns, too. He's going for the lead, going into turn number 3. Looking out back, that is Robert Harrison, the number 22 Rolling Rock Chevy Camaro. He's falling in behind him. Now on board with Jake Gunner again as he pushes Alexis Wolf, but that inside line looks to have a good run, and they are going to keep that. Gunner's just trying to tag along here. Oh, wow, they're going 3 wide through here now. Yeah, they're getting 3 wide. You don't want to do that. Oh, wow, Wolf is shoved up to the outside. On board with Hernandez now. Oh, Jesus got a little bit on the double yellow line. Now, you can't go below that and advance your position, otherwise it's a penalty. But Jesus just maybe touched it a little bit, and he didn't pass anyone, so that's fair play right there. Down the back straightaway once again. It is Brandon Burns. He is your leader. Then it's the number 33 of Jeb Henderson. Neither of those drivers will be attempting a full-time SGNS run this year. But the drivers who are behind them are Wendell Smith, Jesus Hernandez, and Alexis Wolf. They will be attempting the full schedule this year. These two guys are just in this race because they qualified for it. On board now again with the 14 of Jake Gunner, as he's looking to make it 3 wide underneath Wendell Smith and Jesus Hernandez. He ducks a little bit, maybe put the tires under there. I wonder what the Zoom Racing World's going to say about that. I mean, he didn't advance his position, so technically no harm, no foul there either, because if he had advanced his position while he was fully underneath the white line, then the double yellow line, excuse me, then there would have been a problem. But since he didn't do that, all is okay. And look at this! Here he goes! Help from his car owner back there, Bill Harrison. Or that's not his car owner, what am I talking about? Bill Harrison, nonetheless, is still helping out Jake Gunner. Down the back straightaway, we look outboard from Brandon Burns. He's got a good lead, and that's what I love about this aero package. Anyone can lead if they are able to. If you're able to stay in the lead for more than 12 laps, then you can. No problem there. It's not like last year where you had cars just passing you all the time because they could, and you didn't need the draft to do that, and you were running 3 wide and it was all utter chaos. Now it's a little bit more formal, it's a little bit more outlined, everything's okay, and you get this 2-car draft. That's also a product of this new car and the aero package. Right now looking, Gunner ducks down to the inside. We've got 3 wide going on in the back here. Oh, and they crash! Big crash in turn number 3. It's a Tanier. Who is that also? Jesus Hernandez and Jeb Henderson, I think. Oh, and Lauren Batson spins trying to slow down. What a weird turn of events right there. Batson spins while trying to slow the car down. Someone might have nipped her in the rear end there and turned her around. Race back to the line is in fact won by Gunner, and David Morgan will take second away from Brandon Burns, so Brandon Burns will have to restart second. As they are slowing down to catch up the pace car, I think David Morgan should realize he's in second, not first. Alright, well, we're going to take a short break and be right back with you here for the Zoom Racing World on CBS. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Stay tuned, everybody. Daytona here for the Zoom Racing World Safeway Shootout. We are currently under caution after our most recent accident involving several top contenders today. But the pace car's lights are off, and we are rounding turn number 4, and we will receive the green flag this time by. Then we will have the white flag, and then we will have the checkered flag. It is a green-white checker finish, completely unintentional, as the ZRW does not do that kind of stuff. But nonetheless, the pace car is now off, and the starter has the flag in hand, and we are now racing again at Daytona. 2 laps remain in this race, and already it looks like 2 teammates, David Morgan and Amanda Karlstrom, jump out to the outside trying to get a run on Jake Gunner, but Gunner slams the door going into turn number 1. Now Brandon Burns is looking for a run too, but Gunner is going to slam the door there. It knocks off the momentum of the outside line, and now it looks like as we ride on board with Jake Gunner, that the 39 is just going to try and be as nice to him as he can, help him out, get it, let him lead some laps, so that hopefully he can help him if he gets by him. Now these guys are racing for $1 million, and $1 million next week is currently Wendell Smith and the 41 of Alexis Wolf come up the field. Those 2 are going to be running the full Safeway Grand National Series season, and if they win or finish in the top 5 among the full-time drivers, they will be eligible to win $1 million next week in the Safeway Prize Award. Right now it looks like Jake Gunner has a good lead. He's got to make that car as wide as possible. White flag's out, 1 lap to go here at Daytona. He's going to go to the outside and block them. Wendell doesn't have a good run, but he's got to try into turn number 1, and he is not able to. Gunner just slams the door, and it looks like Brandon Burns goes up to block the 81 of David Morgan, and that proves to be more hurtful than it was helpful, as now they go down the back straightaway. Wendell Smith has got to make his move. I don't think he has the momentum, however. He might not have enough momentum to get around the 14, and obviously he doesn't, because he doesn't make his run going into turn number 3. They're 3 wide behind him, and we only have about 1 corner to go. They round off turn number 4. If Wendell's going to make his move, he's got to make it now. But it doesn't look like he's got enough momentum. It is all Jake Gunner, and it is Jake Gunner wins the Safeway Shootout. Amazing race, and we have a winner. Gunner not going for the full season, but nonetheless, he's got $1 million in his pocket now. Congrats to Jake Gunner, congrats to that entire team, and we hope to see you next week for the Safeway Grand National Series Napa Auto Parts 300 right here on CBS. Thanks for watching today's race. I'm Pete Roberts for CBS Sports, signing off. Thanks for watching.